So we'll start with inheritance topic. Okay. Now in real life or practical world, what do we mean by inheritance? Or what do you understand by inheritance? Properties, biological properties from our parents. Okay. So we inherit some properties, okay, biological properties from our parents. So we are like child which inherits, okay, okay, inherit, okay, properties from parent. So let me add it over here from our parent. Okay. So same concept, okay, is available over here in Java also. So we are having a particular class, okay. Say the name of the class is car, okay. Now this car, so each and every car would be having some variables and methods associated with it. Say for example the variable is speed, so I'll say integer speed. Okay, this is a variable, and there would be a method that is acceleration. So this is nothing but property, okay, property, and this is nothing but a behavior, okay, behavior of a particular car. This is in generic or general term. We are saying car, but there would be many properties and behaviors for this particular class, that is car. Now, if we have multiple other cars, okay, specific cars, so we would be having class as give me any example of a car. Kia, okay, Seltos, okay. So we are having this particular car, okay, and again it would also be having the same thing, integer speed and acceleration method, isn't it? Acceleration method. So whatever number of different specific cars I'll create, I'll have to create this variable as well as method, okay, in that particular class, because Seltos is also going to have acceleration. Then there will be another class which will again will be having some acceleration method associated with it. So instead of writing these variables and methods again and again in each and every class, we can write in a single class, that is car, and we can inherit those properties, okay, from the class car in child class like Seltos, Creta, okay, i10, i20, whatever be the cars, different types of cars, okay. So each and every car, specific car class, would be having these properties inherited from the parent car class. So this becomes our parent class, okay, and this becomes our child class, okay, that way. So how to implement this portion in case of Java, that we are going to understand, okay. So what I'll do, I'll create a simple class and I'll say it as car with main method. So I have mentioned you that we'll create integer speed. I'll say right now it's 0, okay. There is a method, so we have method definition this way: access modifier, return data type, method name, and so on. So we'll have access modifier as public, return data type I'll keep it void, method name acceleration, okay. So what we want to do in acceleration method, I want to increase the speed, okay. So speed equals speed plus 2. Say for example, I'm increasing the speed by 2. But then this method, if I'm calling from main method, this particular method, it's going to be called once only, isn't it? But then I want to increase the speed again and again, okay. So what I will do, I will say if speed is less than equals 10, okay, keep calling this acceleration method. Okay, this actually I can relate to gears also. By increasing the gears I can keep it in switch case also, but that will make the code bit little lengthy. Okay, right now I'm keeping it very short, as in if I'm increasing the speed by 2, so right now it's 0, 0 plus 2, 2, then it will see 2 is less than equal to 10, yes, it will call the method acceleration. So again this will go at this level, speed which is 2, so 2 plus 2, 4, 4 is going to store over here, 4 is less than 10, yes, call this method again, again it will come over here. So kind of for loop, this will be acting like a for loop. Okay, but you are calling the same method inside the same method, right? So this process or this part is called as recursion. Okay, this is called as recursion in Java. Now the moment speed becomes 12, okay, because we are increasing in even wise, so when the speed becomes 12, this method is not going to get called, and program will come over here and it will stop, right, that way. So we are increasing the speed by 2 up till 10. What we can do, we can write a statement also, sys out speed increased, okay, 2, and then I'll say plus speed. So whatever be the value of speed, that will be printed. Okay, sure. Now if I want to execute this portion, I have to call this method. So how to call a method? How to call a method? How do we call a method or a variable? How to access this variable or this method? Using object, right? Yeah. So using object of the class, new, perfect. So I'll say C dot acceleration. Okay, sure. Now we'll execute this portion. We'll execute this one. So you can see speed increased to 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. The moment speed becomes 12, it will come out of this portion. So this is a simple class car. Now if I create another class, I'll say as CellTOS, okay, and main method finish. Okay. Now to access the variables speed and acceleration of car class in CellTOS, what I can do, I can just write one word, that is extends car. Okay, extends car. This is nothing but inheritance. Okay, you are inheriting the car over here in CellTOS. Now I will create an object of CellTOS. Okay. So you have created an object of child class. This is parent class and this is child class. Now with the help of this child class object, I'll say s dot, and you can see speed, acceleration, you can access this variable as well as method which belongs to car class, right? Even you can access the methods of object class, right? When you created this class with the help of this, you can see the superclass, wherein superclass is objects, and this is nothing but inheritance. Okay, so each and every class we create in Java, okay, that is actually inherited or inheriting object class. So object is the parent class of each and every class in Java. For right now, the current parent class, okay, or you can say the previous parent class is car, and we can access the methods and variables of that particular class. So I'll just say acceleration, okay, and I will execute it. run as Java application. Same thing you are going to achieve it over here. So what is the benefit of inheritance? You don't have to repeat this portion, okay? Acceleration method, declaration of speed, again and again in each and every specific car. So that is the benefit of having inheritance. Okay, fine. Understood up till this part? Fine. Now let's say I'm having another class and that is a sports car. Okay, say for example Ferrari. Okay, this is a sports car and it is also extending, so it extends car class. But in case of a normal class car, we are having acceleration increased by 2. But in case of a sports car, the acceleration you want to be increased by 3 or 4 because it's a sports car. Okay. So what we can do, I'll just copy this portion and paste it over here. Okay. And I'll increase the speed by 4. Okay. And let's go over here by 20. Okay. Fine. Now, if I create an object of this Ferrari, okay, over here, f equals new, okay, this is the object created of Ferrari class, okay, and I'll say f dot, you can see acceleration method is called, but from which class? Ferrari. So this acceleration method is taking priority, okay, over the parent class if you have defined it explicitly over here in this particular class, right? So you can have it, okay, you can create acceleration method in the child class also, not an issue, okay. But in that case, okay, when you call the method, it will be called of the same class, child class only. It's not going to call the parent class method. Now this is called as method overriding. You are overriding the definitions of the previous class, that is the parent class, and this is nothing but the concept of called as method overriding. So what is the rule set? Again we are coming up with the rule set. Method signature should be same, logic needs to be different. If logic is not different, then there is no meaning of doing overriding. Definitely logic needs to be different. The method signature should be same. So method signature means this entire portion should be same with your parent class. If this method is taking a parameter, single parameter, then this class method should also have a parameter, single parameter with a data type. Okay, that way. So the entire signature should be same of your parent class. And then if you are creating an object of child class and calling this method, the method will be called from the child class instead of your parent class. That is how you are creating method overriding, and this is called as runtime polymorphism. So this is also part of your polymorphism only, but this is called as runtime polymorphism. Why? Because your instance or object is created when you run the program or you execute the code, okay, then only your object is going to get created, okay. And based on the object creation, your method, okay, this is a non-static method. When does this method gets loaded in the memory? We have understood about static and non-static block. This is loaded when your object is created. So based on the object creation, based on the calling, okay, accordingly this method is called. So it is happening at the runtime, not at the what you say, compile time, and that is why it is called as runtime polymorphism. Okay, so let's run this program. See, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So this particular method is called instead of your car class. So this completes your inheritance part. Okay.